dream I know, deep up my feelings for you.
Governor Sani blames El-Rufai over Kaduna state government of failure to pay salaries because he inherited a huge debt from El-Rufai. Moving on, we have the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, said that God told him that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration will last 8 years. Alright, my wonderful people, thank you so much for joining this channel as we bring you back-to-back updates and information as they hot. In case it's your first time of joining this wonderful channel, kindly like, comment, share. Don't forget to turn notification bell in case whenever our news drop, now you could be the first to watch. And my people no be small kata they happen for this country. But my people make una no vex. Make una chill with us. I go dey bring una the matter as they drop our station one after the other. My people no be small thing. Now the matter wey I carry come give una be say the governor of Kaduna State, Sani, has blamed the inability of his administration to pay workers' salaries because of the huge debt he said that he inherited from the government of his predecessor, El-Rufai. He stated this while addressing a town hall meeting in Kaduna on Saturday. He said that his administration inherited a huge debt burden of $587 million, 85 billion, and 115 contractual liability from the predecessor. He said that 7 billion out of the 10 billion federal government allocation for Kaduna in March was deducted to service the state debt. He said the 3 billion which the state was left with was not enough to pay salaries as the state monthly salary bill stood at 5.2 billion. So according to him, he said, owing to rise in exchange rate, the state is now paying back almost triple of what was borrowed by the previous administration. So he said despite the debt inherited, his administration had not borrowed a single kobo in the last 9 months. Despite the huge debt burden of $587 million, 85 billion, and 115 contractual liability, he's so sad that he inherited from the previous administration. He will remain resolute in steering Kaduna State towards progress and sustainable development. So he have conducted a thorough assessment of their situation. So they have sharpened their focus accordingly. Sani, the Kaduna State governor, said that it gladdens his heart to inform us that despite the huge inherited debt of the state, till date that he have not borrowed a single kobo. So he listed the key point areas of his government to include safety and security, housing, education and healthcare, as well as supporting for micro, small and medium enterprise. He said his government would also prioritize inclusive development by investing in human capital, stimulating the economy and also providing affordable housing. Honestly, they really need to start asking Alex Oti, how is he doing it? Alex Oti is a proof that government all levels know what to do to fix the country, but they are just not willing. It's so funny how politicians will always find an excuse not to pay salary, but we have no excuse in getting their own salary paid. This thing they ever affect lawmakers' allowances, not to mention salaries. They affect them at all. And why is the money in US dollar instead of naira? Later, they will say it's Nigeria that is devaluing the naira. But this politician follow. But my people don't be small kata. The masses are saying that he knew about the debt, that he took part in all the process. So he should not fool Nigerians, that he should find a way and do the job. He should find a way and replace the money. He should do the job or he resign and allow someone who can manage the debt to take over. My people no be smart thing. Why Alex Oti is raining naira for pensioners in Abia State? He also inherited debt too. So it's not only Sani that inherited debt. As sad as it sounds, sometimes I find this very difficult to believe. Because the governor and other officials will get paid. I mean, all of them for Kaduna that won't get paid. Because I don't understand how. Because of debt, he wants to cut short people's source of livelihood in this hard time. Now, for this Nigeria, any governor will enter, go sit down, borrow money, carry and run, then leave the debt for the predecessor. Covering the atrocity of your predecessor will only put you in trouble with the electorate. That is the truth. So it's better they say it out. Reckless borrowing would always lead to something like this. Politicians shouldn't just keep borrowing to finance a non-productive sector. Most of these monies were stolen. So it's uncalled for any government officials to leave a huge debt for an incoming administration. Of course, they have borrowed into the future of the state. It's an easy thing though, but let the governor keep doing all he could, but shouldn't hesitate to probe his predecessor if what was borrowed couldn't be accounted for. Actually, this is what you get when a state isn't making any revenue. They rely on federal government allocation. Once they get it, they eat it, wait for the next one, and repeat. Nothing to increase revenue at all. They have been expecting this since El-Rufai no longer aligned with party. Excuse and more excuses. But he is still enjoying. He don't reach the turn to pay the poor people salary. He can't remember say money no dey. No be juju be that. So guys, I go like make I know what I think about this matter in the comment section. Moving on to the next one. The Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, believes that President Bola Tinubu is divinely destined to rule the country for 8 years. Tinubu came to power last May and he's in his first year of 4-year tenure. But Umahi, the immediate past governor of Ebonyi State, is optimistic about President Bola Tinubu's re-election chances when Nigeria heads the poll in 2027, over 3 years away from now. He said that we must know that the coming on board of Mr. President is divine, that when God starts a thing, he completes it. So he strongly believes and he is persuaded to let us know that God told him that his administration, that is President Bola Tinubu administration, will last for 8 years because this administration is born of God. My people know this morning. The way Christianity has been reduced to mockery is a very, very big cause for alarm. I honestly do not know what to believe anymore. The biggest injustice is to associate lie to God. So he has to be careful. God also told you that we will suffer for 8 years. Now the question why they ask, because with the way things they go, we don't understand again. Because he's among his administration. I beg, this is the problem. Let them show us working and stop using the name of God in vain. Umahi might be right about the ruling years because we know how President Bola Tinubu entered this first one, but certainly not from God. After all, he purchased it as a normal man with money. So how much more as a sitting president? This one na free will donation will be that one. People don't be smart. So because he wants to be a minister for 8 years, I make him come out one day. Hey, President Bola Tinubu, they tell us say he hear from God. Say President Bola Tinubu will stay till 8 years. So the masses don't already know, say you dey advocate for yourself. You want to be a minister for 8 years so that both of you can stay there for 8 years to finish Nigeria. So not be God tell you say President Bola Tinubu go do 8 years. We don't already know. Because leaving the present INEC chairman in office is a sign say this coming election, na the same thing we go be. So guys, I go like make I know what you think about this matter in the comment section. I go like hear from una. Let's keep the conversation live in our comment section. Once again, thank you all so much for staying tuned with us. We really do appreciate. On this note, we have come to the end of today's segment. Till I come your awareness. Stay safe, guys. Bye.